What up, everybody? It's your boy Agent, and I'm back once again. Sorry I'm a little late getting you my late reaction to the Michigan game. I unfortunately was at a wedding. You know, fall weddings. You already know how that goes, and we know it's almost forbidden, but had to be done, family. So gotta do what you gotta do. But we're here to talk about it. Of course, my Michigan Wolverines. Yes. Honestly, the outcome of this game, I'm not surprised at all. I figured that we're gonna lose to Oregon. By how much was the question? And hey, they stayed in the game a lot longer than I thought. Oregon pulled away late in that fourth quarter. Added a touchdown with 25 seconds, so the score looks a little more inflated. So really 34-17. So they really lost 2 touchdowns. Of course, Oregon covered the spread. So number one team came 2,300 miles to do what they had to do, and fortunately, our team it's not it this year. I did like a lot of things, though. I did like some of the effort, some of the things I seen from this team early in the game. Oregon goes down, scores on their first possession of the game. Unfortunately, Will Johnson was out today in this game, and you could see it. Amir Hall, the transfer cornerback from Albany, was starting in place of Will Johnson, who's been dealing with a lot of nagging injuries. Hopefully, he'll be back maybe next week as they play Indiana. But if you could definitely see Amir Johnson was getting cooked. Jair Hill was okay. Dylan Gabriel was just slinging the ball over yard, 22 for 34, 294, and a touchdown. He also had a nice touchdown run right before the half to go up 21-10. So, or 28-10. I'm sorry. So defense in the first half was getting torched. They only gave up 10 points in the second half, so a lot better. But Michigan ended up getting a touchdown to tie the game 7-7 as soon as Ryan Pelham, the freshman, from him. And the crazy part is Oregon's arguably best receiver gets hurt. Tez Johnson gets hurt early in the game and doesn't come back. But like I said, Trayshawn Holden, 6 for 149. He was torching guys all over the field. Evan Stewart didn't really do too much. Early in that game, I believe on Oregon's first touchdown, this is where I think the coaching staff messes up. When I'm going to talk a lot about this, where the coaching staff kind of did the players a disservice today. It's been like this all season. Dylan Gabriel throws a fade pass to Evan Stewart, and it looks like a touchdown already. As you look at the replay, you can clearly tell the ball hits the ground, but the refs didn't stop the play. Sharon Moore wasn't aware of it. The coach on the sideline were aware of it. You got to understand the situation and awareness. Could have had 7 points taken off the board and made it kick a field goal here. And who knows what happens. But that was just a blunder early in the game. I think you cannot miss that. We talked about officiating college ball. It has been absolutely terrible. So we're going to go with that. But Michigan ended up just going to score on third down. Davis Warren played arguably his best game. I know, like I said, the pass numbers aren't going to be pretty. 12 for 21 for 164, yes, and 2 passing touchdowns, a career high. No turnovers. That's the one thing about this team I like to see today. No turnovers. And for a second straight game, no turnovers. They even forced a turnover. So you can tell that the attention to detail somewhat is improving on the offside of the ball, and we're working with what we got. Obviously, Jaden's not going to be ready. So Davis Warren is the best guy we got going forward right now. Alex Orji using him in packages, and obviously we know Jack Tuttle retired after the Illinois game. So, good luck to him and all his success. But Davis Warren played his best game arguably in this game, and I will say that he made some good throws. That touchdown, Tyler Morris scrambling to his right, tough throw it back. Tyler Morris snagged it in. He did good. Colston Loveland, man. We keep talking about Colston Loveland, a great player for this team, man. His first career 100-yard game. It's 7 catches for 112. Davis Warren was finding him every day. Trying to get him in reverses. They did a double reverse flea flicker pass. Kirk Ham was posted off the bag because you had to against this talented Oregon team. Tyler Morris, 3 catches for 38 yards, and then the rest was history. Like I said, Michigan defense gave up 28 points in that first half. Dylan Gabriel's scrambles, it was a man-to-man defense, go up 28-10. Michigan goes to the half. Second half, they're moving the ball down the field. They end up getting score. He throws a nice pass, scrambling to his left to Peyton O'Leary in the pack of the corner of the end zone through a nice cover. Thread the needle. Like I said, Davis Warren was competent in this game. He looked a little more confident. It was good. The rushing attack wasn't great today. Only 105 yards combined. Donovan Edwards, 10 carries for 52 yards. Alex Orji, another 6 for 39. And Khalil Mullings, 8 for 16. He's been non-existent these last couple games. He's been bottled up, just not going right now. Donovan Edwards is running hard, though. I like to see the offensive line looks improved, but it just, like I said, it wasn't enough. Michigan made some crucial mistakes too in the game. I'm not talking about coaching staff. They're down 17-31. They're about to get the ball back. Oregon punts. Michigan gets a penalty for illegal formation, the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It's the middle of the season. Special teams got to be more elite. J.B. Brown has to get that together because that ended up costing Michigan points and just those attention to detail, especially when it's playing a team that you're outmanning that's better than you right now. You got to – those little things do matter. They completely matter in that game. Oregon comes down, and then Michigan does a botch-headed thing right at the goal line, and they try to throw a pass with Samaj Morgan at the goal line. That play call, I still won't understand. Michigan fans are riled up as they should be and should be very upset with these things. So it's just attention to detail. They had 5 penalties for 35 yards. But I said the defense was just on the field. Just on the field too much. Oregon had the ball for 32 minutes. 400, we get 470 total yards. I figured it would happen like that. Oregon has a stable of backs, a stable of receivers, and we just don't have the firepower, unfortunately. Like I said, our best corner's out, obviously, so these things happen. But I will say, like I said, they did lose. It was a big recruiting weekend as well, so there were some major guys, and hopefully these recruits come. And it was great that Michigan was able to get a pickup from Shamari Earls, potentially a 5-star. He flipped from Georgia. So it's looking up and up on the recruiting thing, but hopefully the Bryce Underwood thing, I know it's been rumors and the NIL packages, and we can see he's committed to LSU right now. Will he go to Michigan? I'm optimistic. I don't think it happens because Bryce is never pictured. I never pictured him as a guy who wants to stay home. And Michigan offense is just not to his standard, to his abilities. He wants to throw the ball around the yard. He can run. But, hey, money talks, so we can see what happens. But, like I said, it's looking up on the recruiting trail. But right now this team's 5-4, 3-3 in the conference. And you can just tell that the coaching staff sometimes looks like head in the clouds, just doesn't know what to do sometimes. And like I said, it's not fire Sherrone Moore, but there has the possibility talking about being some coaching changes and upgrades because this is not, like I said, we've talked about this before, this is not the staff he had last year in Ann Arbor. He wasn't the head coach, but I'm still optimistic. I still have faith in him, but possibly there's got to probably be some changes on this coaching staff. I know people are calling to have Kirk Campbell fired, have Wink Martindale fired. Hey, we'll see, but there's definitely some blunders. But there's gonna have to be an upgrade in the coaching staff if you want to be elite. You're gonna have to go spend the money. Like I said, we know college football is ever changing the landscape of NIL, the transfer portal. Michigan has an upgrade in a lot of things, and it was tough asking this team to do a lot, considering what they lost. I mean, they have some elite players like we talked about, potentially 4 or 5 first-round picks: Colston Loveland, Kenneth Grant, Mason Graham, Will Johnson. So we're gonna lose those guys. So you're gonna, like I said, we're gonna have to go get a transfer quarterback in the portal. Absolutely, you gotta put your money where your mouth is. But it's just a season that continues to just unfold in this crazy chaos world. 5 or 6 top 25 teams lost yesterday, and it's sad. Michigan just this down, and it's crazy, man. Got to get more explosive, like King said, on the outside at receiver, because Colston Loveland can't be the everything do-all, and he's elite. He's putting up elite numbers. He is the best tight end in college football, and I will say that confidently. Hopefully they can get the bowl eligibility. That's the next question. So where we go from here, they got to travel to Bloomington to face an Indiana team who's undefeated, 9-0. College game day may be there. I'm not quite sure yet. But they'll be 9-0. Be ready to go. So those things, man, it just happens. At 9-0, they're going to be ready to go because Indiana has not beat Michigan, I believe, since the COVID year. It was a complete disaster. Then they host Northwestern, which I think this team should be able to beat Northwestern. And then, fortunately, got to go to down to enemy territory, play the Buckeyes, who are looking for revenge after they got a big win at Penn State yesterday. I won't get into the James Franklin thing. That guy, God, I feel bad to be a Penn State fan right now. But I'm a lot more optimistic. Like I said, I'm not disappointed we lost because I didn't expect to win. I just wanted to see it be competitive, and they did. It's just making some of these mistakes are just crucial, and you got to make sure you don't do that. And they unfortunately did it, and that's what happens with this team this year. It's a learning process for Sherrone Moore, and he's got to figure it out fast and quick because the criticism will come, but I still have faith in him. But like I said, unfortunately, Michigan loses 38-17 in the game. That was a lot closer than it looked. So sometimes you can't always look at the box score, but, I'm not surprised. Did I expect this to be 5-4 at this point? No, I expected this to be maybe 6-3, 7-2 at best right now. So you gotta take it with a grain of salt. You lose, you win, you gotta do it. I'm still gonna be a fan. I'm still gonna be here, but I'm gonna criticize my team. And like I said, attention to detail is important right now, especially with this team, and it's not as talented as the previous 3-4 years was. So a lot of work to do, but it still go blue. On to Indiana, and got to finish this season out, man. It's 3 games left in the regular season, and let the chips fall where they may fall. It would be nice to ruin Indiana Ohio State season. Can it happen? Yeah, absolutely. But will it? Doesn't. It's not likely. But still be rooting for my team. Go better performances. Let's keep getting better. And I talked about, before I get off here, talked about regression during the Illinois game, but they played good football. Just the mistakes, like I said, talked about. It looks like the players are playing hard. They haven't quit. So that's what I want to see. Most importantly, let's keep this recruiting thing going. I'll talk about more about the recruiting in the coming days, because there's some things I'm monitoring right now. It looks like going to flip a couple guys. Let's keep this class intact, especially like I talked about Ivan Taylor, Andrew Olesh, who had a visit at Penn State. We got to keep Ivan Taylor. Those are 2 crucial guys. Ivan Taylor out of the state of Florida, a DB. Ike Taylor, who's played with the Pittsburgh Steelers' son. So keep him and Olesh stars. We got Andrew Babalola, 5-star tackle. Shamari Earls, who's a potential 5-star. So this class looking up. Let's go add some receivers, and then we can talk about the portal and other things later. But we got to finish the season. But I'm optimistic, like I said. So one bad season is not going to change how I feel. This is how college football is right now. You gotta bounce back. Let's finish this season strong, and let's continue to play hard. So, hey, appreciate the love. Like, subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter at Keeping the Score. It's your boy Adrian, and I'm out.